How do you do, fellow kids? I finally put the stickers on my Fang, and I have to say that I think I was a little disappointed in the quality of the stickers. I think the glue was a little bit cheap, but all in all, I mean, this is this really is a good, or what am I trying to say? It's it's a nostalgic feature of these retro toys is having all of these stickers, all the just this teeny tiny stickers that give me a great appreciation for what my father was doing on Christmas Day. Why I had to wait like that extra hour before I could play with my toys. It's because he was applying all these teeny tiny stickers everywhere. I've also heard there are some people who don't like the stickers, who'd rather just leave them off. And I completely understand that, but in my mind, like, these stickers are what makes these like the vintage GI Joes, and especially the early ones, the early, the Wave 1 through 5 toys. Those the kind of first half of the. I know there were stickers on the older, or the later toys, but I just remember there were so many teeny tiny stickers all over everything. All over my Awe Striker and my Sky Striker, it's a great feature of these toys is to have these insignias and little extra details, which is what made GI Joe stand out as a toy line. This is after the first impression, I'm still really happy with this toy. My biggest problem, or my biggest, I guess the two biggest things are the size, the pilot. I really like this. I really like this figure. I think the removable helmet is unnecessary. It's a good touch, but it doesn't really stay on him very well. And I would have rather just had the display stand. I don't see how he could fit into this, to the Fang. That doesn't matter too much to me, because I'm pretty much going to put a vintage figure in here. I really like the way that the Stratoviper looks. He doesn't sit all the way down on the seat, because the peg hole is made for the modern figures and not for the vintage figures. But if you're not looking too closely, you can ignore that. But he I think looks awesome as the pilot for this. I really think the Stratovipers are really good, are really well designed, awesome, and the color matches so well. And I don't have a Raven, but if I did, I'd probably want to get a couple more of these. But for now, I have this one, and he is going to be the pilot for my Fang. So the fact that the figures don't fit very well in the cockpit is a little bit concerning. And then just the landing skids are so flimsy, and it takes a lot of pressure, or a significant amount of pressure to put the missiles in on that step right there. So every time I have to apply some pressure, or I grab it wrong, or when I was putting on the decals, I just got nervous about possibly like snapping these landing skids off. But other than that, I think it's a cool display piece. Definitely glad I got this. I guess the other thing is the big holes on the sides. I don't really know if that was a feature of the vintage version, but you know, for the most part, a lot of those vintage you know, vintage vehicles were so well designed, like you didn't see a lot of the screws and things like that on the outside. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. One thing that I noticed, especially when I was looking at the blueprints here, it looks like there's a snake head on the front. I don't think there was one on the vintage one, but you can kind of see how there's, you know, the eyes of the snake, the open mouth, and then of course the fang right here. And that's definitely, I'm not hallucinating. That's definitely a fang molded in there. Otherwise, it wouldn't need to look like that. So I think that's a really cool detail. Of course, always cool details on the engine. There was an extra sticker based on the instructions. It looked like this sticker should go on top of the jet, and then there was a second one. So I guess they could have gone on the sides here, but I like the idea of having it on the top. They just put the extra one here to you know, as a warning for the blast area. And then I'm really happy that I did a good job with the control panel, because that's a cool detail as well. So yeah, that is my second review, part 2 of my review of the Fang. Wondering if I'll spot any on the shelves at Walmart. If I do, I'll probably buy another one. And so there you go.
Thanks for stopping by and checking out my review of the new G.I. Joe Retro Fang. I hope Hasbro makes a few more of these retro style vehicles. This is what set apart G.I. Joe from other action figures in the 80s. The level of the attention to detail, and the awesome kind of real-world military-inspired sci-fi style vehicles and play sets. I really hope that they release some more. I'm definitely in it for the long run, collecting these, and hopefully they can release the retro action figures wider than just as a Walmart exclusive. But you know, that's just my little wish list. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review. Give me a like and subscribe to my channel if this is the type of content you enjoy. Thanks a lot.